Hi everyone! A couple of days ago I had a really exciting trip out to the beautiful Scottish borders to meet Katie, who is a poultry farmer, and her business is Pasture Poultry. And I'm really pleased to say that we're going to be working with Katie to bring you some really high quality, ethically sourced treats in the form of locally produced chicken. Now, lots of us feed natural treats to our pets, and that's great. But really, what I want to focus on at the Veterinary Wellness Centre is not just natural, which is brilliant and we're obviously a fan of, but also meat and treats that is produced ethically and sustainably. And you can't get much better in terms of chicken than free range chicken, locally produced, where they're so carefully and beautifully thought about. It was really great to meet Katie and really listen to how well she thinks about the welfare of her chickens, and from the start to finish, it's a brilliant process. So there was lots of interesting things, like the fact that she has commercial Ross breed chickens, which are those found in commercial meat production. But I had no idea that these chickens could live for quite as long as they do with her. So her chickens have approximately 3 times the lifespan of a normal chicken that's in normal commercial production. And they can walk and run around and have a great time digging around in the grass. She also has some slower growing breeds, and it was really interesting seeing that she keeps the two mixed together. And she says that's because the slower growing breeds are more likely to go out and explore and forage, and that encourages some of the Rosses to come with them, and really encourages that free range aspect, which is so important to her business. The other thing I really liked about Katie's setup is that she does the slaughter and the processing on site. Now, it's really easy for us to kind of avoid thinking about slaughter. It's slightly unpalatable to lots of us, but if we're really serious about having ethically produced food, it is something we have to think about. And Katie handles these chickens every day. She's in feeding them and wasting lots of time watching them, and they know her really well. You could really tell that they noticed when I was visiting that I was a stranger, and they behave very differently to how they do when they see Katie, who they see every day. So when it comes to slaughter and the end of their life, they're being handled by someone who is familiar to them, makes it a lot less scary for them. They're on the same site, so there's no being packed in boxes and travelling, which can be really quite stressful for the birds. The other thing is that Katie stuns each bird individually before slaughter, so there is no chance of there being any misstunning or anything like that. So I was really pleased to see that she's got the whole setup there. She also thinks about a lot of other things that I hadn't even, hadn't occurred to me. So things like she has to be really careful and gentle around the chickens as they grow, because they can, if they get too sort of startled and stressed and excited, they can cause injury to the breast meat. So green mussel disease, it's called, from lots of flapping and stress, and things like that. She was talking to me about predators and how she protects them. So the little tiny chicks stay in the barn until they're, as she put it, over nugget sized. So until they're big enough that they're not going to be taken by jackdaws. And she's really hot on her fencing to try and keep out foxes and badgers and things like that, and protect the chickens. It was so great to see her setup. She kept saying to me, "Oh, we're just a simple setup, nothing too special." But my opinion is, and I hope you share it, that simple is where we need to go. This was a brilliant farm setup where the chickens are cared for by Katie herself. She can take the care and the time that she needs with them. We don't need big, huge, fancy buildings stacked high with chickens. This was exactly the kind of farm that I want to support, and it's great to support a lady farmer who is doing a brilliant business and producing a great quality product. So we're really pleased to offer these pasture poultry treats at the practice. Now here is a little video of a bit of a montage of my fun time that I had there with Katie. Hello, I'm here at Pasture Poultry today meeting Farmer Katie to see her lovely chickens.